Once upon a time, there was a poor boy named Jack, who lived with his mother. They had no money or food and were struggling to survive. One day, Jack went to town to sell their only cow. On his way, he met a mysterious old man who offered to trade 5 magic beans for the cow. Jack, who was foolish and eager for adventure, accepted the offer. When he got home, his mother was furious and threw the beans out of the window. The next morning, Jack discovered that the beans had grown into a giant beanstalk that reached up into the sky. Curiosity got the better of him, and he climbed the beanstalk, which led him to a giant's castle. Jack found himself face to face with a giant, who he managed to avoid by hiding in the castle. While he was there, he discovered that the giant had a hen that laid golden eggs. Jack stole the hen and ran back down the beanstalk. Jack's mother was delighted with the hen and the gold it provided them. However, Jack couldn't resist returning to the castle for more treasure. On his second visit, he stole a bag of gold coins. The giant, who had realized that someone had been in his castle, chased after Jack. Jack managed to climb down the beanstalk before the giant caught him. But when he reached the bottom, he chopped down the beanstalk, causing the giant to fall to his death. The moral of the story is that greed and dishonesty will eventually lead to one's downfall. Jack's desire for treasure caused him to steal and put himself and his mother in danger. He eventually learned the hard way that his actions have consequences. Once upon a time, in the heart of the jungle, there lived a tiny elephant named Ellie. She was much smaller than all the other elephants, and often felt left out because of her size. One day, Ellie decided to go on an adventure to find a way to become bigger. On her journey, Ellie met a wise old owl who told her that size did not matter, and that what mattered most was being kind and helpful to others. Ellie was not convinced and continued her journey. As she continued her journey, Ellie found herself in danger when she stumbled upon a hunter's trap. She was trapped and could not free herself. Just then, a group of animals came to her rescue. They worked together to free Ellie from the trap. Ellie realized then that even though she was small, make a difference and help others. She returned home to her family and friends. And shared her newfound knowledge with them. Moral of the story. The moral of the story is that size doesn't matter when it comes to kindness and helpfulness. It teaches children that everyone has something valuable to offer, regardless of their size or appearance. It also emphasizes the importance of working together to help others and being grateful for the help of others. Once upon a time, there was a little girl called Little Red Riding Hood who lived with her mother and her puppy in a small village. One day, Little Red Riding Hood's mother asked her, take some food to her grandmother. who lived in a cottage on the other side of the woods. Little Red Riding Hood set off with a basket of food. And a red hood that her mother had made for her. As she walked through the woods, she met a sly wolf who asked her where she was going. Little Red Riding Hood, unaware of the wolf's cunning ways, innocently told him that she was going to her grandmother's cottage. The wolf, who had other plans, suggested that Little Red Riding Hood should pick some flowers for her grandmother along the way. Little Red Riding Hood happily did so. While the wolf took a shortcut to the cottage. When Little Red Riding Hood arrived at the cottage, the wolf had already disguised himself as her grandmother. Little Red Riding Hood was surprised. At how her grandmother looked and asked why her eyes and ears were so big. The wolf replied that it was to see and hear her better. Just as the wolf was about to attack Little Red Riding Hood, a woodsman who had heard the commotion came to her rescue. The wolf ran away. And Little Red Riding Hood and her grandmother were saved. The moral of the story is that you should never talk to strangers. And always be careful when you are in unfamiliar places. It's important to remember that not everyone has good intentions. And you should always be aware of your surroundings and trust your instincts.